Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 145, and I think the 6th episode? I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna look. It's not. It's the 8th episode of the Homecoming story arc. Cool. This episode is brought to you by Michael and patrons like them. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. There you will get to join up with all of the other patrons, and there's all kinds of cool rewards up there. There's awesome stuff coming this month. There's all of the backlog from before, and you get to be a part of making things happen. Things like our new website that I mentioned last week, adventureincpod.com. Go there, check out the wiki, check out the world guide, check out all of the cool stuff that's on there. Bios for the players, bios for the characters, just really, really fun stuff I think you'll really enjoy. You also get to be part of making things like the Tavern Night happen. We're going to have another Tavern Night this month. It will be the end of this month, January 29, Tuesday, January 29th, at 8 p.m. on twitch.tv/Adventure Incorporated. We'll have all kinds of links on our Facebook and on our Twitter, on the Discord. All this information will be coming out soon. Make sure you check it out. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We have so much fun on those tavern nights. It's such a good time to be there live. If you can't make it live, that's okay too, because patrons get a video of the event sent to them right through Patreon. So you still have another chance to watch it, even if you can't be there in the chat enjoying it with all of us. All right, we got a show to get to, so let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Guys, there's a lot of puppy in this cloak. I needed to say that.
What?
Genevera, the sorcerer.
Genevera, you're sitting there next to Clyde, who just goes, "What the fuck?"
I hold up my hand for a high five.
Jebeddo, the rogue.
As soon as they see the five of you, their expression hardens.
Well, we'll see you later. And Jebeddo just turns.
Gillick, the paladin warlock.
But you're dying again, right? Like, you die, then you get a spirit.
And you're nothing.
And then
you become nothing.
And then you're nothing. That sounds like bullshit. Let's go kill the Death Lord.
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Yeah, but I'm asking specifically why Jeff is important to Asher.
It's just the first name. You know what? I don't have to justify this.
Let us recall what happened when we last left our heroes. I don't want you to have to fight to fix something when there are other fights that need to be fought. But I don't want to stop fighting either.
We can't stay here.
We will go find Viltroth.
His hangout would be the twins' hangout, the auction house.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated.
You stop screaming at the bottom of the stairs. They still lead Keth out.
No, at the top of the stairs.
Oh, at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, as soon as we leave the room.
At the end of the hallway, like at the top of the stairs?
Yeah. Like, I stop making noise.
Okay. Are you still following them?
Yeah, of course. I'm just not yelling anymore.
Okay, they throw the two of you out. Or at least they throw Keth out. And I think they probably throw you enough glances askance that you get the hint.
Yeah, no, I nod at them and I tip my little cap and I say, "Have a great day."
Asher, the two people that are back there, they've been chatting, just the two of them, trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they decide, they turn around, and they sort of...
Stomp on the spider on the floor.
I'm on the wall.
To the half-orc, they're like, "Yeah, we'll go downstairs." And the half-orc nods and lifts up the trap door gate for them.
Can I sneak in? Ooh,
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Yeah, man. Ooh, I'm glad that's at advantage, because in a parallel universe, something went awry. I rolled a 21.
Okay, yeah. You scurry down off the wall. You scurry toward the trapdoor area. There's a guy like turning around and lowering himself down onto the ladder to like crawl down in, and you scurry right next to him. He's like, "Oh, sick, a spider!"
Oh, really?
But like,
Shit.
but he just sees a spider and is grossed out by it. He's not like. And you just scurry past, and the other guy's like, "Don't be such a baby."
Nice.
I thought he was happy about the spider.
Oh, sick! A spider!
Sick, bro.
I'm gonna capture
Get
this
that
goddamn.
jar.
I'm gonna put this spider in a jar and poke some holes in it and call him Jeff.
Yay! Truly a friend of the show.
Big fan, guys.
Big fan.
Sorry to kick you out.
Big fan.
So yeah, you get down into the trapdoor area, and you can make your way down into the basement area.
Cool. What do I see?
When you get down to the bottom, it looks like this is a hideout of sorts. There are a bunch of other like fine items down here, but it doesn't look like they're being packed up and ready to be sold. It looks like they are being like sort of hoarded and kept. You see two people sort of sitting at a large table who you expect are the twins, as they look very similar. They are half-elven.
I did it.
Behind them is a large table covered in alchemical instruments. And there's like a large chest underneath the table. Sitting against the stone wall that is like right at the entrance, with his back, he's sort of slumped down onto the ground with his back against the wall, is Viltroth.
So he's up against the wall by where
these people are coming down, like the ladder.
Okay. God damn. How do I get him a message? Is there
The two people come down the ladder and come into the room. And the two twins are sitting over there, and like the guy sees them and he's like, "Oh, you guys are here." And they sort of glare at him, and he says, "Sorry, we just got back from our job, and we were gonna brief Talvis, but we can let you two know. That's fine." And he sort of walks over to them, and the woman gets down off the ladder. She walks over to them as well, and they're talking in hushed tones near the table.
I'd like to go. I want to go to where Viltroth is. Like kind of the area. You said he's like back. Sorry, I'm like just kind of visualizing it.
It's like it's a square, right?
Yeah.
And at the southern point of the square is where the entrance is from this ladder. If you walked out of the ladder area and looked directly to your left, he would be on the floor at your feet.
Cool. All right. And so there's no place I could like potentially hide and like unwild shape discreetly, basically, is what I'm asking.
That seems pretty unlikely. You could try, but it seems pretty unlikely.
Yeah, that's fair. Then in that case, I do kind of scurry over. I'm going to kind of climb on the ceiling over to the top where the, what's it called? The dudes are, who are whispering in hushed tones.
Yeah, okay. He says, "We burned the whole place. There's nothing left of it. It shouldn't be a problem anymore." And the female twin, Sorrel, she says, "Excellent. And you managed to make sure the corpse was there?" He said, "We dropped the corpse off, and that had definitely burned with the fire. There might have been a few other bodies in there, too, to throw some suspicion off, but I don't really know who got out." She says, "You don't know who got out?" The other woman says, "Relax. It's fine. It's an orphanage. What are they? Who's going to believe them?"
Oh, these fuckers. I'm so mad right now. I just want to, like, fucking unwild shape and people's elbow them. Ha-ha!
Just a few more street urchins with stories no one's going to believe. Atrell sort of puts his head in his hand. He says, "If it's about us, everyone's going to believe it. That's the problem. They may not be able to prove it, but they'll believe it."
So I want to go spider climb my way over to where Viltroth is, seemingly lackadaisically sitting.
Yeah, there's something. It's not lackadaisical. It's almost sullen.
Okay.
Defeated.
So how much control of my spidery powers do I have? Like, can I spin a web?
I suspect you can spin a web. I don't think you can spin some pig. I think, like, you're going to have to...
No, because what I wanted... Well, A, I can't read it right. But B, I wanted
That's
to...
true.
I wanted to do the Adventure Inc. symbol in, like, a spider web near him. And then, like, try and sneak out. Rule of cool. Cool.
So, make a... performance check?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna shake that spider booty. At no advantage, I assume.
No, like barely regular.
He's so good. He's so good at this.
I rage. No. Oh my god, 18, baby, with no 18 plus 0. Beautiful. Gonna be a beautiful little adventuring symbol.
Okay. You don't really have any, like, skill at this, so you do the best that you can. Then where are you going?
It looks like a smiley face.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like a penis.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No, it doesn't.
I'd like to, once I'm done with the beautiful drawing that I've clearly done so elegantly, and I'm very proud of it, like, very. And I want to, like, I don't know. Can I, like, shoot a web at him? Yeah, can I like shoot, like, a bit of web at him and then, like, scurry up to, like, bring attention to my drawing?
How do I shot web?
Shot web. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
Do you have a web attack as a spider?
I don't. I just have a bite. So that's a no. That's a no, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I don't think you can shoot web at him.
Okay, well, I leave that drawing, and then I try and find my way up, or at least towards where the trapdoor is.
Okay, yeah, you scurry up toward the trapdoor. It is closed.
Stuck. Yep, well, heck. I look for any other sort of cracks in the foundation or anywhere else that might be able to sneak into to
make an
around.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's not a real check.
No, it is a real check. They're real.
I rolled a 4.
Sure.
I rolled a 4.
No, you don't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, then I scurry back over towards where they're talking some more.
Okay.
You can just, like, give me the broad strokes until and it looks like if they're gonna tell me when they're, like, look like they're gonna leave, because I'm gonna leave with them.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, nothing. No, it's fine.
No, say it.
I feel like the audience might want more than just the broad strokes.
Yeah, but it's also hilarious to hear Anthony
Talk to myself?
Talk to himself. Yeah. And so I was like, I'll throw him a bone. You can just tell me, like, the general.
When you get over there, it seems that they've come to sort of the end of their conversation for the most part. Clearly the twins are still pissed about sort of what they are perceiving as a botched job. And you can sense...
shots fired. Sorry, John.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry, Phil. Sorry, everybody.
It took me a hot second.
So they're pretty pissed about it, but the two thugs are just you can sense frustration from them because and like sort of the last thing you hear them say is like, well, we'll see what Telvis has to say. I think we've done just fine. And the twins
That's
sort
a
of
good mix of both.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, they all say it simultaneously. Every character.
I hope you put it in an audio effect so it sounds like that.
I won't. But the two
My immersion.
the twins sort of move back toward their alchemy table, and the other two take a seat at a different table and begin to play a game of cards. But you see Viltroth like look up, and then you see him get up and move toward the ladder. Atrell says, "What are you doing?" And Viltroth says, "I'm getting some fresh air." And then he starts to climb the ladder.
I jump onto his shoulder.
Okay.
As he climbs up.
Yeah, that's fine. He climbs up. He knocks on the trapdoor. The orc opens it. The half orc opens it. He climbs out, and he says, "I'll be back." And the half orc, as he's leaving, he says, "Hey, you got a spider on your shoulder."
I scurry.
Viltroth just doesn't even respond. He just leaves.
Cool.
He heads back.
He's a necromancer.
Yeah, that's sort of like his thing, right? That's like on brand.
Yeah.
He heads back through the backstaging area. He moves through the central floor of the auction house, and as he gets to the door, he's like he steps out into the light, and he sort of turns his head and he says, "You can get off me now."
I jump off and into the bush. I assume that's there.
Yeah,
And
there's a
then-
bush. Sure, bush.
Whee! And then wild shape and just like mangle myself into this bush. Shit.
He says, "You're ruining the landscaping," and he like holds out a hand to you.
Thank you. Hi. Long time no see. Boy, we have a lot of things to talk about, but I don't know where my compatriots went. And do I look around for Jebeddo and Keth?
Who are standing in the street.
Yeah, just nearby. Like I imagine not that far away, waiting, right?
Directly across the street, watching the whole thing happen.
They just see me like appear in a bush, mangled, like.
Viltroth just kind
Is
of
there like a cafe we could go to?
well, so Viltroth kind of like nods to a nearby alley.
Yeah.
To
And
a
I
nearby
kind of,
Mick Cafe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go to a real cafe. He wants to go to a fucking fast food cafe because he
Hell
just
yeah.
loves their coffee.
Verena.
Right.
Verena's
No,
getting so gentrified. I'm just.
the country that is nothing but a giant city.
Right.
Oh yeah.
No, but he nods to an alley.
Okay, I nod to an alley to my compatriots. Also,
Jebeddo goes to the one that Viltroth nodded to.
yeah, no, I which is the same one that I nodded to.
The alley sort of goes in deep. It goes like sort of the length of the auction house, and then it passes over a small canal, and then sort of ends at like an intersection of a few other buildings. And Viltroth sort of leads you guys back that way, and he says, "We should be okay to talk here."
Guys,
Hey,
I
buddy.
found him.
Hey, so listen. We kind of need you back at Adventure Incorporated.
Yeah, that's not likely.
It's really important. Klug, you might be the only one who can save Klug's life.
Yeah, if you don't come back with us, Klug could die.
I can't. Not yet.
Why not?
Why not?
Mikey asked why not.
How come?
No, it was a good rule of threes. He did it. He did the thing.
Well, I don't want to. I'm not saying this to blame you.
Uh-oh, here we go. We're about to get blamed, guys.
He said he was not blaming us.
That's what I'll say.
Sorry.
Continue.
Well, before, when my the amount of abjuration I was able to draw off lessened, and I could not protect myself from the shadow, I turned to Elatrix. But now Elatrix is gone, and I'm really running out of strength to try and stave this off. I'm hoping that I can use these people to get what I need. They have what I need, I think, to be able to buy myself some time, some strength.
And what do they have that you need?
A unicorn horn.
Whoa.
Woof.
Why don't we just take it?
Yeah.
We'll help.
If you think there's a way for us to just take it, then fine. I've been working for them in an attempt to get close to it, to find a way to snag it, but this is not my skill set.
Where is it?
It's here, I think. I'm fairly certain they keep it with them.
Do you think the four of us could take them? Jebeddo's eyes light up.
Do you think the four of us could take it? The unicorn horn.
Yes, I mean, if we could take them, we could take it. I don't know. It's not like
Well, that sounds like that settles that.
we'd have to. It's just a thing you carry. It's not heavy. Like the.
I could probably pick it up, yeah.
Yeah, no, you could. I'm certain you could pick it up. It's.
I mean, I don't know. Jebeddo flexes. Like,
Yeah.
his tiny
Even you,
little-
Jebeddo.
well,
I think even you could pick this up.
What do you?
Wow.
What are you gonna do?
This sounds really doable.
Yeah.
That's
What are
not
you
the
gonna
hard
do with
part. The
this?
hard part is not picking it up.
What are you gonna do with this? Like
A
it's
ritual.
just a source of power.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
he's
a
gonna
source
use
of
it.
power for a ritual. I think I can build a better protection shield that will keep me hidden from the shadow. I can feel it leaking into me already.
That sounds great. We need to get Gillick one of those too.
Yeah.
So I really want to do this with you.
I mean, if I consume this unicorn horn, there won't be another one for Gillick.
But he carries that abjuration shield.
And I carry
Gillick is not
the
a wizard.
necromancy thing.
Well, yeah, but he needs the unicorn horn because of abjuration magic. Like,
Oh, perhaps he
we're
could
not
use
just talking
abjuration.
about what we have, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Keth like ruffles through his packs, and now I'm just.
I have this piece of puppy skin, Keth says.
No, he does not
Uh-huh.
say that.
Okay.
He has it. He doesn't say it. If you want, we can try to take them out, but it will not be easy.
Do you know where it's stored? That's maybe the easier, or is that the problem?
I think they keep it with them, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I just know they have it. I've heard them talk about it.
so
They're searching for something here in the city. I'm not exactly sure what, but when they find it, their goal is to use the unicorn horn to infiltrate it and do something. I'm not sure.
Any idea what that... Oh, by the way, this might be shocking to the two of you. Any idea what the heck they were doing at that orphanage that they supposedly burned down?
They were hiding a body. They burned the orphanage to hide the body.
Which body? Whose body?
One of the high nobles in the city. They're convinced... From what I can tell, their plan is to try and take the throne in some way. I don't know how, but that high noble had some information they were trying to extract from him. I'm certain that what they learned from him, we will be attempting to use on our next search.
Do they come with you on these things?
Many people come with me. Yes,
But do they?
typically, the twins do, yes.
Okay. If we were to try and set up an ambush, where would the best place be to just face the twins? Because then we could have a numbers advantage.
I don't know that we would ever get a numbers advantage against the Cardozas. We're talking about a group who specifically, they own almost all the muscle in all of Verena.
Okay. This next job, if we break it down and take the groups that, like, as they come through, do you think that we could get to the twins by the end of it?
Possibly. Do you think here? I don't know that would be any less complex or easier than if we just went and did this right now.
Just
Doing
storm
it
them
right
and
now
smush
will
them in
will
their-
not be easy. But I don't think ambushing them will be any easier. They take safeguards against such measures.
If we do that, then we have to basically do that and then peace out of town immediately.
That's fine.
Yeah, seems better.
Do you think you could come up with some ruse to get them alone? Like, buy them a drink somewhere?
That's not exactly how our relationship works. If you don't want to do that, I understand. I have to get that unicorn horn. After I get the unicorn horn, I can come and help you with Keth. With Klug. I just am conflating the two characters forever with every character from now on.
It's
I
fine.
mean, I
Everyone
get
does
it. Yeah.
As soon as I get the unicorn horn from them, I will come and help with Klug. We don't have to do this now. We don't have to do it at all. But it's certainly an option. If you wanted to try and ambush them, the problem is I don't know where we'll be going. They will tell me when it's time. We usually go with 5 to 6 bodyguards, the twins, and me. And then there are, depending on what we need to do to get in there are often other people if they need to subdue people. The last place we went was a mansion. The house lord was a problem. They killed him. They were getting rid of the body. This is just sort of how it goes.
Asher, how many people did you see inside where the twins were?
It was the two twins, the two dudes that were talking to the twins, and then of everyone I saw, I think then Viltroth. So it was only 5, if I'm correct. Am I remembering correctly, Anthony? And then also the guard at the door.
This is their hideout, though, or at least one of them. So the numbers that are there now are what's there now, but people could come at any time. So be aware of that.
So we got to make it fast.
It has to be a
Yeah, the
smash and
faster
grab.
the better.
Let's fucking do this. And Jebeddo cracks his knuckles.
Asher
Yeah,
cracks his neck.
We don't know when or where they're going to be at any one point. It sounds like, aside from this one spot, it sounds like the best option we have if we're going to do this. Yeah.
Okay. I think our best bet is to try and get downstairs without inciting a panic of any kind.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I have one idea for that, but if you guys have ideas first on how we deal with the guard upstairs silently, I'd be willing to hear them.
I mean, I have several ideas, but they're all loud and magical. So,
Yeah, I mean, I guess my best idea is to just put him to sleep. or suggest you take a break.
Those aren't bad ideas. If you want to try one of those, we can definitely try that. The other thing I can do is make one of you invisible.
And then I can sneak in, so I don't need any help getting in.
It should be Keth who goes
I'm
invisible.
the least sneaky.
He also
and they know my face real good.
He caused a scene earlier.
A big scene. He got kicked
Okay.
out.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
We got this.
Sure. Should I have a spell which makes us quieter. Is that gonna assist us in probably the escape portion of it? If we
It certainly wouldn't hurt.
Okay, but I'll save till we leave so that we can, if we need to scramble and scatter, at least then we can do that secretly or more securely.
Okay.
Let's go smash and grab.
He reaches
Heist.
out. He reaches out to Keth, and Keth, you vanish.
Has it been a short rest so that I regain 2 wild shapes, or not really?
You only used one wild shape, right?
Right, so I have a second one just in case I wanted to use another for the combat.
No, you didn't get it. No, it has not been a short rest.
Okay, that's fine.
And then the 4 of you head back to the doors.
Yep. I'm in spider form on Viltroth.
Okay. So, then Jebeddo and Viltroth walk through the front doors. Jebeddo, a couple people glance your way. The guard guy looks your way, but he sees Viltroth with you, and he just says nothing.
The guard at the door?
No, the
okay.
the guide.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Cool. They lead you back. Viltroth leads you back through the little staging area to the guard, who is he says, he sort of turns to you. He says, "The guard is around the corner here."
All right. I'm gonna try and just social engineer this first, and if it doesn't work out, then we'll use a little bit of assistance. And Jebeddo wiggles his fingers.
Do you want me to come with you or not?
Yeah. Because, maybe we can, maybe you can, tell him I'm with you, and we won't have any problem.
We'll have a problem if he puts up an alert or comes down to help them. Or both. He'll be able to hear what we're doing down there.
Oh, sure. Okay. I see what you're saying. Maybe we'll use this magic assistance instead.
Okay. Viltroth steps out from around the corner. The guard looks up, and then he sees you step around. He says, "Who the hell are you?"
Hey, I'm actually just coming by because I got a pretty good suggestion for you. You look like you've been standing all day. And Jebeddo snaps his fingers, whirls around his index finger and points it at him. And he says, "You look like you could use a drink." And he's
to wisdom
gonna go,
saving throw?
Yeah. He's going to reach into his pocket and he's going to flip him one of the gems.
Okay. What's your DC on the wisdom saving throw?
15.
Okay. You toss him the gem. He grabs it. You see him sort of shake his head a little bit, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And he draws his weapon, which is a large, wooden cudgel. And it looks like he's his first instinct is to come and swing at you. So what do you do? What do you do?
Since suggestion didn't work, Jebeddo goes, I don't know, maybe you're tired? And he puts a hand out and casts sleep at 2nd level.
Okay. Roll them dice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? Let me. Grimoire. Sleep. 2d8 extra. Okay. Eight, 12, 13, 18. 24. 30 hit points worth of creatures.
He takes a swing at you with the cudgel.
Fuck.
Damn. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's bad.
What's your AC? 17? 18?
18.
The cudgel misses you. Everyone roll initiative.
Great.
In the meantime, invisible Keth has snuck behind him. He was gonna distract him, but missed his chance before he got the attack off. But
That's
now
fine.
he can just crack him in the head, I guess.
Okay, what you got for numbers?
7.
18.
I have a 17.
Okay, Jebeddo, you're up first.
All right. Let's see. Jebeddo's gonna cast Charm Person and say, "Hey, man, seems like we got off on the wrong foot. Maybe we can talk this over."
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, and he gets it at advantage if we're fighting.
Wow. He rolled a 2 and a 6.
Yeah.
Yes! I assume he doesn't have a plus 10 save?
You're correct.
Yes!
So yeah, you cast your spell at him, and he's just sort of you see it immediately wash over him, and he's like, "I guess I was a little hasty. I'm sorry
man.
about that."
Yeah, no, it's okay. It was just a jewel that I had found. I just wanted to give it to you because, like I said, I thought you were thirsty. You seemed like you needed to take a break, and I just wanted to relieve you. I didn't mean anything by it. I know a stranger throwing you stuff must be really unnerving. But Viltroth and I were just out. We were just at this bar down around the corner. It's pretty good.
I don't even really remember what I was mad about, but I'm just wound up from this job. You're right. I could probably use a drink.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. Viltroth and I are going in right now. We got you.
Do you want to go grab something to eat or get a drink or something?
Can I? God, I would love to, but you know how the twins get. They're expecting us. I got to get this done, and then otherwise, I'm going to be in the same position you were, right? Just all on edge. I can't eat and work.
I understand. Yeah, I think I need to go get something to snack on. I feel really weird.
Yeah, you're looking a little woozy. Go take it easy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Man, this gem's worth a lot. And he's walking away.
Has Keth slipped down or down the hatch, or
What?
did you slip down the hatch?
No, I was
Oh.
about to attack the dude, but that's better.
Because now you still are invisible.
Yeah.
Sure.
Keth
Yeah.
says, that was close.
Yeah, Jebeddo looks at Viltroth like, ugh.
Viltroth is just like totally shocked that you pulled that off.
Yeah. Me too. He doesn't have to say anything, right? Like, his face, Jebeddo's like, yeah, me too.
Viltroth gives him a second, like puts up a hand and gives him a second to like, till he hears the door close. He's like, that doesn't have like a range on it, does it?
No, just like an hour.
If we're still here in an hour, we have bigger problems.
Right. Let's do this.
He pulls open the trap door, and he says, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go?
Run a distraction. I'm going to sneak in behind you.
Okay. And Viltroth lowers himself down onto the ladder and starts to head downstairs.
I'm still on his shoulder, so like I kind of like tuck behind on his back.
Yep. As you guys start to lower down, everyone is watching who is coming down down the ladder, and they see, that it's Viltroth, and everyone just sort of relaxes a little bit. Viltroth like steps forward. He says, "Everyone, be ready. He's coming." And the twins like look over, and the people at the table are like, "Talvis is on his way?" Now, as you're lowering yourself down, Jebeddo, suddenly there's something like a cord, like a bolt of electricity almost runs through you, as you recognize the voice that says, "Talvis is coming?" This is someone who you know from Verena, someone you've worked with before. Scumbag, but a guy named Nail.
Sure.
But you know, when you come down this ladder, he's going to recognize you.
Right. Jebeddo points at Keth and sends a message that just says, knock something over.
Keth drops down the ladder, and on the other side of the room, away from the ladder, what do I see? Anything on tables?
Yeah, there's like piles of sort of like high-end art pieces. Some like it looks like stuff that they've gathered up to fence. Things they've stolen from places that they're sort of like pieces of wealth that they will eventually try to sell. Statuettes, maybe like some piles of like fine pottery and clothing, and just like various things they've stolen from homes.
All right, so Keth finds the ugliest pot there, and like slowly like slides it off of the table, not like throws it off or whatever, but just slides it off.
I'm allowing this because of your boots that make you move real fast.
Real fast, real quiet.
Now, when you perform an action in stealth,
as long as it's not an attack, you're fine.
It doesn't break stealth?
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so you knock this pot off the table. Everyone turns to look at the shattered pot.
And right then, Jebeddo slides down the ladder like action hero style and tries to sneak into a dark corner of the room.
Make an acrobatics check.
Sure.
Finally. Yeah, it's attacks or cast dispel.
14.
Okay. The landing's a little rough.
Sure.
You get down quickly and controlled. Your feet slam into the ground. You take a point of damage.
Okay.
You quickly burst into the room and find a dark corner to tuck yourself into. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Great. That is 24. No, sorry. 20.
You push yourself into the corner. You back up against the wall. They all look over at the smashed pottery, and then they look back at Viltroth, and they're like, what the hell? Nail, you notice at the table. You can see him. Across from him, also bad, is Belaine.
Okay.
The problem with Belaine is that you like kind of dated her almost. It wasn't like official, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it was just like awkwardly close and then bad.
Yeah. I've never had one of those before.
No, insane. It's like a will they, won't they, but they do, and it's awful.
Right.
Or like a will they, won't they that it never is.
They did
yeah,
and
no.
they shouldn't have.
Right, sure.
They might,
She-
but they shouldn't, but they did, and here we are.
She sees you. And you see her, like you, as you're like looking, you like lock, like you know she sees you.
Jebeddo winks. Like, fuck it. Like, I don't have anything here. Like, he just gives her a wink.
When I see Jebeddo like get to the bottom of the ladder, I want to start heading to like the back of the room, back to like the opposite of where they would be looking if they're looking at Viltroth.
Okay. So, like, closer over to where Keth knocked the pot over?
Yeah, but like the opposite corner, probably.
Okay, sure. So you start to move that way toward the alchemy lab, then.
Yep. And with my 8 eyes, do I see any horns?
No.
8 eyes? Yeah, whatever.
Compound. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm
What
learning
kind of
I don't know
spider am I?
enough about insects, I guess, or arachnids.
Yep.
Um,
I'll figure this one
But
out.
the
Thank
answer
you.
is, can I do a perception check?
Sure.
Just casually. I assume I won't. Oh, well, I rolled a 2, so too many eyes.
You have too many. Yeah, you're not used to all those eyes.
Ah, jeez.
All you see is more eyes.
Ah.
It's just.
I can see my own eyes.
It's eyeception. So you wink, Jebeddo,
Yep.
and she narrows her eyes at you, like fuming, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
And Jebeddo is going to use that opportunity to burst out from the shadows. And, like, as he's running and rolling initiative, I'm sure, he's going to say, "It wasn't even that big a deal."
You are close enough that you could burst out and stab Nail if you wanted to.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd like to do that.
Okay.
When I see this happen, can I take an action, or do I have to wait?
You have to wait.
Sure.
You're still crossing the room.
Sure.
Now, is Nail surprised?
Oh yes.
So do I get a sneak attack on Nail, or...
You do.
Okay.
The deadest of nails. Deader than a door now.
27 to hit.
Nael. Nael. Nail.
N-A.
27 to hit.
You know, for the wiki.
Sure.
27 hits.
Great. All right. Give me those 6d8 that I roll now. Sorry, Cigarchitect.
Yeah, they've got to be wooden d8s. Do you have any wooden d8s?
I don't.
You can't roll anything then. No damage.
It's tough but fair.
That's 24 damage. Oh, wait. And I forgot my lightning damage as well. Because it's been so long since we've attacked anything. So 27 damage. 3 of that is lightning.
Wow.
You just dead?
No.
Wow.
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 Can Nail sound like Owen Wilson?
No, because I don't think I can successfully pull that off.
Because the only Owen Wilson you have is wow.
Yeah.
It's the only Owen Wilson even Owen Wilson has.
That was a really sick burn.
It was very good.
Got him.
I felt good. Yeah, book him, Dano.
Hold on.
Crazy thing, we're not going anywhere, Anthony.
Don't leave, guys. Don't leave.
Hold on.
Please hold.
Done. Consider it done, my friend.
Oh, so many sticky notes for this battle. All right, now everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Again? Can't use the
Affirmative.
last one? That's fine. But the last one was so much better. I went from a 17 to just a 7. Right now.
20.
7.
First to act is Jebeddo.
Yes. Jebeddo stabs Nail again.
Okay.
Is he still? I guess I don't get advantage on this one, right?
Correct.
Because now he knows I'm there.
Correct.
I didn't think you'd stab me again, man.
Oh, I'm surprised again. Oh, I'm so surprised you stabbed me. Oh, again?
Oh God! I thought it was over.
There's no
Fooled me once.
right. There's no chance of that getting a second roll.
Correct.
Still has,
You
he hasn't acted. Flat-footed. Remember that rule?
What about not one.
Oh, okay. So I think you're still yelling about how it wasn't even that big of a deal, and then like you're probably just like flushed, like an involuntary flushing. You can't you can't help your sudden shame.
Sure, my face matches my hair.
Yeah, and like you go to make another stab, but you're just like so like just like that dark cloud. You can't even you can't fight it. You just totally whiff. You weave.
Totally weave.
You totally
Totally
weave.
weave.
You totally weave, man.
The weave man. Weave.
Viltroth is the next to act.
I would like to disengage and run and hide behind a box until my shame is over.
Okay, yeah, you disengage and run back. Go ahead and so you disengaged as a bonus action, right?
Right.
So you don't get to make a stealth.
Correct. I just want to hide behind a box so that I'm not in line of sight.
Sure.
They
Yeah,
all
no
know
problem.
I'm behind that box, but that's fine.
They know it in their hearts.
That's right.
Okay. Viltroth points at he points at Nail and fires off a beam of black energy that sort of like crackles out of his finger. Let's see if he hits. He hits. So from now, Nail has been enfeebled.
Yeah.
You see like the black energy sort of like leak into him. His veins turn black and his muscles almost like just deflate on his arm. And he just seems like more frail.
Nice.
Okay. So next up is Nail. He tries to like pull his sword in a smooth motion, but it takes like a significant more amount of effort than he's expecting to pull the blade. And then he runs toward where he last saw Jebeddo. He comes around the corner and he sees you near the box and he takes a swing at you.
No.
But he totally misses with the first swing.
He
It bounces
weefs.
like he weefs. He swings.
You have weaved.
If his swing had been stronger, he would have like sunk deep into the box behind you with the blade.
Sure.
But it just bounces off weakly.
Weekly.
The second one misses as well.
Yeah, he does.
All right, Atrels takes his turn. He runs over to the potion table and grabs up a couple of potions. He sees what Viltroth has done, and he sort of pops a cork into one of them, shakes it up, and throws it at Viltroth. It lands on the ground in front of Viltroth, smashes over the floor, and just like covers the ground in acid. Viltroth takes like a quick step back to avoid being splashed by the acid on the floor, but it begins eating away at the stone. He also pulls a bow off his back and takes a shot at Viltroth.
He's a present.
Yes. He was present for the whole fight, Rob. I don't know what you're...
Well,
He misses with the bow as well. Belaine, who is the... your friend.
Correct.
Let's see.
Someone I knew.
Yes. Someone you used to know. She notices immediately what the Viltroth has sort of turned on them. So she starts targeting him instead. What does this one do?
Sweet.
Spells, baby.
What does this one do?
Well, there's a lot of spells on here I'm not familiar with. Like Snillock's Snowball Swarm.
Just don't use them if you don't know what they do.
Aw. That sounds so fun.
Yeah, right? But I'm not going to use it because I got yelled at for it.
Melts minute meteors.
They're not minutes.
Guys, this will only take a minute.
She fires off a lightning bolt at Viltroth. So he's going to make a dex saving throw, which he critically fails.
Shit.
And then he's going to take a blast of lightning.
Viltroth, no! Oh my god. What if Viltroth dies in this?
That would be the worst outcome.
That would be the total worst outcome.
He takes 26 damage from the lightning blast.
Woof.
Fuck. I didn't even think of that as a possibility.
I mean, I did, but I didn't say anything, so.
But he... Yep.
Great.
Not very helpful.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking pretty hurt with that blast. Not like bleeding, but it was a big hit to him. It is now Keth's turn.
Keth wants to sneak up on Belaine
Okay.
and try and crack her over the head.
Okay, yeah, you sneak past the two twins and move your way up toward Belaine, who's just cast this lightning bolt. Go ahead and make an attack roll against her at advantage.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice. So roll your damage,
Yep.
and then roll damage. Roll the damage twice, but only add your modifiers once.
$30 damage.
Yeah, it's a big hit. You smash her in the back of the head with the first Redeemer, and you hear this just sickening crack as you smash her skull, and blood just starts to pour from the back of her head.
Is she subdued?
No.
Keth just wants to knock her out.
Okay.
All right. He's gonna hit her again.
Okay. With non-lethal?
Non-lethal. Still at advantage. She probably doesn't know I'm there, right?
No. Now you no longer have advantage.
All right. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
$16 damage.
Yeah, so you crack her against the skull again, She just like drops to the floor unconscious.
Yeah, I can trigger my weapon.
Finally.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Let me see the wording of it. Oh, you just an additional attack with this weapon. Okay, so I already have a third attack, so I'll be able to swing 2 more times. So I go to the closest twin.
Okay. So yeah, you move back across toward Sorrel, the one who hasn't moved yet.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Mikey.
Goodness.
Physical dice are the best.
This is a real smash.
He's back.
24 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, one more time. 28.
Hits.
I'm gonna use a gauntlet on this.
Okay.
A gauntlet of glory.
No, it's a gauntlet of mighty blows.
Wow.
Wow.
It's 15 damage.
That's wait. You used a gauntlet. You only dealt 15.
Oh, I didn't roll my d10.
16.
18.
Oh.
Boo.
Well, that's more like it.
Yeah, you run up, you smash her twice with these redeemers, and she is looking quite hurt after like that, just that short period of time.
Key baby. All right, I'm just gonna elbow her.
Okay.
Oh, that's a d6. Probably not. 16 to hit.
16 does not do it.
Okay. Second with the flurry. 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
7 damage.
Yeah, still not quite enough.
Okay. I am done.
Okay. Next up is Sorrel. She gets to make an attack. She draws her sword and tries to gut you with it.
It's fair.
She hits. For 8 damage.
Ow.
She draws it out and tries to stab you in the gut again. She hits. For 11 damage.
Shit. All right.
And she draws the sword back out. She's like clutching at herself as the you've like smashed her leg and then smashed her across the face. She's bruising and the blood is pouring from her, but she's just like angrily glaring. Asher, it's your turn.
Hooray! Now the third person appears out of nowhere. I unwild shape. Rung! And I cast summon what is it? Woodland beings?
That's not Moonbeam.
No. Woodland beings. And I conjure up my 2 favorite summons, 2 quicklings.
I don't understand. It's not summon Moonbeam, Rob. You can just cast Moonbeam.
No. Woodland moon beings.
Okay, you use 2 moonbeams blast into the room.
Whoa, sick! All right,
Eight wolves show up, riding on the moonbeams.
Wow, that's the coolest spell ever.
They're and they also rolled a 20 plus 6 for their initiative, so 26.
Okay, yeah, they're going to go first in the round when we reach
Yeah.
back around. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, it's the Quickling's turn.
Yay, it worked. They go. So the twins, have they even acted yet?
Yeah, they both acted.
Okay. They both go after the closest twin.
Okay, you're summoning them at you,
Right behind them.
behind them. So,
Yeah.
If you're summoning them behind them, then the twin with the bow is the closest, a Trell.
Cool. They Each make 3 dagger attacks. So, Quickling number 1. Let's see. So, 17, 18, and 20, but not like a critical hit.
The 18 and the 20 hit.
Cool. So that'll be...
Actually, the 17 hits as well.
Oh boy. And then... Hold on. So, 22 damage. And then the next one attacks him. 3 times. A natural 20. 17 plus 8, so 20-something huge. And then a 16.
So 2 hits, one of which is a critical.
So it's basically the same damage. Cool.
Okay.
9. And 27.
Damn.
Yeah.
So a total
good.
damage of 49 damage.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, they just like stab into him a whole bunch. He's just like, ah! It is now Jebeddo's turn.
Great. Jebeddo is going to disengage from Nail.
Okay.
And he's going to run back around the boxes. So, Belaine is already down.
Yes.
And Sorrel or Atrell looks worse now.
Sorrel is still very close to being...
Great. Jebeddo runs and jumps off the table, vaults the table to stab into Sorrel.
Okay. So, make an acrobatics.
Yep. That's a good one. 9 and 18, 27.
Make an attack at advantage.
Great. That is 26 to hit.
Hits.
Hell yeah. And Keth is fighting Sorrel, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Get them D8s.
Yep. What's 36 and 7? 41? 40... No. 43. 43 damage.
Good.
So, yeah, Jebeddo runs and, jumps off the table and, just, like Keth said, man, right in the head.
Yeah, right between the eyes. You plant that blade, and it just slides right through.
Yeah, right to the fucking hilt.
Yeah.
And, as he pulls it out, the blood does, a trail against the wall.
Your weapon does trigger.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. So that does... What? I don't remember. This is why we have to kill people more often.
Well, and this is why he needs to subdue people more often, because his only triggers when they subdue.
Yeah.
All enemies within 5 feet of me roll a dex save.
We will say that Atrell is within 5 feet.
Okay. Then he's going to roll a dex save of DC. Is it my spell save DC, or is it...
Yeah, it's your spell save DC, but
so
he succeeds.
15. Okay.
Cool.
Then never mind.
Yeah. He sort of backs out of the way of the blast of lightning that erupts around you.
Yeah.
Because it still happens, right? You stab into her, you pull it out, the blood splatters, and the sword just crackles out with a powerful blast of lightning energy all around you.
Yes.
And your hair is standing up a little bit, on your arms and stuff, crackling with some static electricity. Keth's too.
Yeah, and then Jebeddo just holds the blade out toward Atrell.
Okay. Viltroth's turn. He is going to cast Animate Dead.
I love having a necromancer around.
It's fucking dope.
On our side.
Let's see. Yes, so he casts it on Sorel. You stab into Sorel, she falls back, instantly dead, and then he just immediately throws out this power, and Sorel sort of lifts herself back up off the ground to standing.
Gross. Just with this big old gash in her skull.
Yeah, the blood is still spurting out of her head as it's happening.
Sam Raimi directed.
Yeah. That's gnarly.
That's so fun.
Okay. She stands back up and starts to shamble toward Atrell, who is freaking the fuck out. She makes a swing at him. He's just can't deal with her moving up, and she slams a fist into him, and he yelps out in pain. Okay. Nail's turn. Nail comes running up to you, Jebeddo, and tries to make an attack with his blade.
Makes sense.
But not with that die, because it's gone forever. One of his attacks hits.
No! My body!
For 11 damage.
No!
My neck! My back!
He just slices across your back.
I need that back.
The second attack he goes into, you're more aware of him, and you get the all-seeing blade up and block the attack. Atrell, now having a zombie and two quicklings sort of swarm him all at once, reaches back and grabs a potion off the table, pulls the cork, and chugs it back, and begins to transform.
Yes.
No.
He sort of grows larger and you start to see his fists sort of expand, his body grows up, and before long he is a full-size ogre. And starts to slam down. So the first thing he tries to do is slam a quickling as an ogre.
At disadvantage. Flared movement.
He misses the quickling.
Yay.
Belaine is not gonna make attacks anymore. Keth, it's your turn.
Nice. So the sight of what was her name? Sorel's being murdered. He got a bunch of blood on him. And, the sight of the blood just kind of makes him kind of draw his hand to that relic, that orc relic that he picked up. He just feels this urge to do that, so he gives in and tries to gain strength from that.
Cool.
You don't gain strength per se, but you do feel this pounding in your ears, almost when your blood is rushing and you can feel that persistent pounding. There is a pounding that is different than your own heartbeat pounding in your ears as you see this bloodlust come around you, and it almost sounds like drums beating. But you don't feel any stronger, but you do get the sense that it's still its presence is within you.
Cool. Keth feels amped up, and he's gonna go right at the ogre.
Okay.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
He'll use a gauntlet right now. Ooh, nice. 16, 21, 24, 29 damage.
Okay.
He's gonna swing again. Nat 20, baby.
Jesus Christ, Mikey.
Bang,
Let's
bang.
go.
Dude, I'm fucking hot. I'm hot tonight, man.
Hell yeah.
Hot dice.
Let's go to Gambletown.
I know, right? We gotta. 25 damage.
The ogre is looking incredibly injured.
Keth's gonna like jump. He's gonna kick him.
Okay.
It's good.
13.
Not enough. Oh, I lied. That is enough for an ogre.
Yes. 10 damage.
He drops out of ogre form and is now back to being a Trell.
Well,
Nice.
didn't need to
Still
use a
badly
movie.
hurt.
So instead of attacking with my second flurry of blows, I'm gonna grab him by the throat, or try to, and yell at him, "Just give us the unicorn horn."
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. 20.
He sort of stumbles against your choke. He says, "Oh, okay.
Does he reach or? So I let him go.
Yeah, you let him go. That's it's not his action. He just says, "Okay."
Okay. Just mean mug at him.
Asher, it's your turn.
I hold my action until he does something with the unicorn horn. Whether it be him getting it or him lying about getting it. Being like, yeah, I'll grab it, and then pulling an attack. Yada, yada.
Okay. It's the Quicklings' turns.
They do the same.
Okay. It is Jebeddo's.
Actually, I take that back. I command them to, or they start looking around the room frantically for the unicorn horn themselves.
Okay, yeah, they start bursting around the room. They don't really find anything. It's Jebeddo's turn.
Jebeddo looks at Keth. Jebeddo doesn't look at Keth yet. Jebeddo runs to Atrell and stabs him.
Okay, are you going to disengage from Nail?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot Nail was still alive. Well, that's
Yes, Jebeddo disengages from Nail and then runs over to stab.
Okay.
Can
Atrell?
Keth say something before Jebeddo? I know it's not my turn, but
Sure. What are you going to say?
I was going to be like, wait, he needs to show us where it is first.
Is that going to sway you at all, Jebeddo, or
No.
are you just sinking the blade in? Okay.
Good distraction.
It does throw Jebeddo off, though. He rolls a 16 to hit.
16's not enough for Atrell.
Yeah.
Just barely. You just barely miss as it skids off his armor.
Yeah. Jebeddo looks back at Keth and just looks at him and says, I need to do this.
Keth's confused, but he's he sees the truth in Jebeddo's eyes, and nods, just okay.
Viltroth fires off a magic missile at Nail.
Sure.
Let's see. What's the magic missile damage?
1d4. Plus 1 per
level?
missile.
Oh, per missile. You get 3 missiles and an additional missile at every level.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I want that spell.
It always hits too.
Yeah. Magic missile.
Just roll a ton of d4s.
is such bullshit.
I forgot how bad you want D4 is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good.
You're Eldritch Knight now, right?
No. Wait.
Yes.
Eldritch
Yeah, but
Knight.
I don't know if he gets that one.
It's
No, I don't have access to it.
No, you should. You have. Isn't it any evocation and any evocation and abjuration?
We'll look into that later. So 5 magic missiles slam into Nail's back, dealing 23 damage.
Dang, Viltroth.
Nice.
Nail turns to him just like with fury in his eyes and charges at him. A lot of fury.
Uh-oh.
It's with both attacks.
He's still enfeebled, though, right?
He is still enfeebled.
And he's so mad about it.
So he deals 4 damage with each attack.
Gillick?
What?
He's not here to defend himself, you know?
You're right. And that's something he's great at.
That's true. It is Atrell's turn. Atrell desperately searches through his pockets and pulls a brass key and reaches down to the chest on the floor and fumbles with the key to try and get it into the lock. Asher, do you want to use any action that you had prepared?
Still waiting for him to show me a unicorn horn.
Okay. He does not. He drops the key. It doesn't. It falls out of the lock, but it doesn't look like it was on purpose.
Okay.
He's just very nervous. Keth, it's your turn.
Keth picks up the key and tries to put it in the lock.
It
looks at him like, what an idiot.
Sure. Yeah, you slide the key into the lock and turn it, and it clicks the chest open.
Nice. What do I see?
Inside, you see a couple of books, a long, thin, hard object in a sort of cloth case, like a bag. A few other sort of components lying about, things that you assume must be used for potions of some kind, and a large pile of gold.
Is it a chest that I could carry?
It'd be very heavy.
I'm very strong.
Yeah, I mean, you could carry it. It would just, you wouldn't, be able to,
Yeah.
it would take up your arms to do so. You couldn't just, tuck it under your armpit and, run and still swing a weapon. You would have to use both hands.
Keth verifies that that's the unicorn horn, the long, thin object.
Yep, it is.
Okay. And he looks at Jebeddo and says, he's all yours.
Asher, it's your turn.
Okay. I cast. What do I cast? I don't want to cast Thunder Wave. That seems like the opposite of a spell I should cast in a smash and grab. It's definitely a smash, but it's a lot more. Nail's looking like he's pretty hurting, right? You said.
Yeah, especially after those magic missiles. He's looking bad.
Cool. Can I shimmy over there to him and just stab him with Dune Song, old-fashioned style?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I haven't done this in a while. Boom.
Swing that ghost sword, baby.
Ghost sword into your gut. And I take a big old swing. That'll be an 18.
He remembers how to use it.
He hits.
Cool. Let's see. So 6 damage necrotic and 5 damage acid.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into him with the blade that just sort of passes through him, but still seems to rend at him. and he is still alive, but looking very hurt.
Boo.
Did you include your attack bonus on that, Asher?
I rolled a 3 plus my strength, or
Okay.
plus 1, so 3 plus 3, and then a d6 acid. Remember, I don't hit very hard.
Fair.
My spells are really where I shine.
Sorry, with Keth doing 25 damage or a hit, and then my crazy sneak attack. Sometimes I forget that other people's physical stuff isn't.
Yeah, this is sort of a I could have totally killed your pal, but I feel like you want to kill him, so I didn't want to you know what I mean? I could have. Yeah. I want to leave you your trophy, man.
I see you, dog.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's the Quickling's turn.
Cool. They now know that they now see the unicorn horn thing, I assume.
Yep.
Sure.
And they shimmy over to Nail and they stab him a bazillion times.
Great.
See, I don't do a lot of damage, but the things I make deal a lot of damage. The first one, it's a what is their attack bonus again? Plus 8. So, 24, 19, and 23.
Yes, and yes.
Cool. Six plus. Okay. Well. 24?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. And then the other Quickling runs over and just starts grabbing stuff out of the chest.
Okay. that Keth is pulled out. He's going to lift it, but the Quickling's just grabbing all the shit out of it really fast.
Yeah,
and there's nothing left
Keth
in
hasn't
it.
grabbed. Yeah, he's books, everything.
Everything. Okay. Jebeddo, it's your turn.
Yeah, let's do this again, man.
Atrell's got his hands up. He's like, "No, please. I can get you whatever you need. Don't kill me. I have connections."
When he says connections, that's when Jebeddo plunges the all-seeing blade into him. 27 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah.
And just dead. Just you can roll all the damage you want. It'll be more than 10, and he is dead. You just put it right through his heart, and he just slides off the blade to the ground.
Hell yeah.
Asher, now that combat I assume is over, does two things. One, he goes over to where he had a Adventure Inc. spider web and just completely destroys it just in case. And then he goes over to the subdued woman on the floor and looks at Jebeddo with his sword out, being like, "Can I just finish that?" Because I assume she's not actually dead; she's just knocked out, right?
Correct. She's just unconscious.
I just kind of eye him eh?
With the gaping traumatic head brain.
Jebeddo nods and
then
we can't
plunges
leave anybody to.
Yeah, you sink the sword into her. She dies.
Boom.
Jebeddo, the blade is thrumming slightly in your hands. There's just this vibration to it, this hum, this small, not complete, but you can feel this sort of thrum in your hand.
Sure. Yeah. Jebeddo doesn't wipe the blood off the blade, and he just sheaths it.
Okay. Yeah. What now?
I get my Quicklings. They just start shimmying, ferrying stuff to the bag of holding, just hoping it's open. Just start throwing things in.
Sure.
And then when that's done, I dispel them and cast Pass Without a Trace.
Jebeddo, you do notice that one of the things that they have grabbed and are tossing in the bag of holding is the Manuel de Alchem.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was the next question, was if one of those books was the manual that I'm supposed to find.
Yes.
Jebeddo wants to reach down and grab the signet ring off of Atrell and Sorel's fingers.
Okay.
And he's going to pocket those.
Okay.
We don't have a whole lot of time, but I assume. But I would also like to check to see in the alchemy room if there's anything of note that a druid might be interested in. Anything kind of interesting. If not, I'm not going to grab anything.
No, not particularly. Nothing that strikes you as druidically important.
Cool. No funny herbs or anything.
Maybe in the stuff that got dumped into the bag of holding from the chest.
Okay.
But nothing out and about.
Okay. Then we should skedaddle.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Nice.
And pass without a trace, so we have plus 10 to our stealth if we're trying to move discreetly.
This is fast. Priority number 1. Just get out of here.
Okay. So you guys get upstairs and through the back area. You crack open the door a little bit to peer into the main room. It looks like there are a couple more people speaking with the guide, but you don't know if they're related to this or if they're just other people who are part of this. But there are 3 people out in the main area.
Yeah, Jebeddo's going to tilt his hat down and just kind of try and walk naturally and unnoticed out the front door.
Everybody make stealth checks at plus 10
to it, baby.
Yeah. Dexterity, I assume?
Yep. Because I get advantage on stealth, there's a universe where Jebeddo totally gets caught here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Sorry.
There's another universe where he could not possibly be sneakier.
So 23 without pass without a trace, so 33.
Yeah, Jebeddo rolled a 39.
And Viltroth rolled a 27, so it doesn't really matter what Keth has because
Well, what did Keth have? Hold on, what did Keth have?
He got a numero uno.
Woohoo!
So,
yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so you guys start to head out the doors, right? You move very quickly and silently through the room. And as you guys are just about to be through the doors and to safety, Keth blurts out, I'm still in the market for that other robe. And the guide snaps to attention to him, but you just bolt right out the door and you're gone.
Nice.
You guys get out and escape.
Yeah!
Yeah. Well, let's get the hell out of Dodge and leave.
Such a good heist.
Viltroth is you guys are moving quickly through Verena. He leads you to a canal boat that he has sort of set aside. Everyone jumps in it, and he starts to push you guys through the canal. He says, "This will be faster." He goes, "And while we're moving, you can tell me what's wrong with Klug." Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week. Steph's not there this month, or this week, right? You're all by your lonesome.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, no.
The house is fucking trashed. I'm sorry. So,
no clean dishes.
Yeah, if we end early, that's fine. Because I got to be at the airport at 10:30 to pick her up.
Well, I got bad news because I'm not sure how we're going to fit all of this into 2 hours. So why don't we get started? or into
Let's
3
do
hours
it.
even.
But
All right.
Great.
Well, it's 7 for me, so if we could do
Sure.
it in 2.5. Here we go.
Let's get started.